journey starts with plant-based Neomateria. Plants are not only one of our most versatile suppliers of raw materials, but also embody our emotional tie with nature, from cotton fibers to wood. Hereafter, we will see different initiatives proposing a new relationship with plant resources and developing a broad range of alternative materials with major potential for applying them in the crafts. For example, Pinatex is a leather-like material that competes with leather in characteristics, appearance, and applications. However, this non-woven product is made of a dense mesh of pineapple fibers. Dr. Carmen Hijosa came up with this idea after observing discarded pineapple leaves composed of very fine yet very resilient and flexible fibers. Subsequent research and the development of a tailored production process gave rise to Pinatex, this plant-based material achieved through an environmentally and socially sustainable approach. Another interesting example of plant neomater is Barktex, a plant fabric based on the fibrous bark of Ficus natalensis. Bark cloth, considered to be one of the oldest fabrics in the world, is reinvented as a multifunctional material when combined with a water-based resin. As a result, Barktex is a versatile fabric that maintains its artisan essence since it's manually made and thus produces unique finishes. Let's move on to Muskin, a soft leather-like material with a pleasant texture halfway between velvet and cork. It is made from Fomittiporia ellipsoideus, a type of fungus that is sliced into layers and is processed with a completely natural treatment. Even though its resistance to tear is limited, it can be used for creating all kinds of surfaces and three-dimensional objects. Let me introduce Mexican designer Fernando Lapos and Totomoxle, a colorful natural sheet made of recovered corn husks, which are cut and peeled off the cob, ironed flat and glued to paper pulp or textile backing. Fernando uses it in the production of lining materials, objects, and marquetry details. Totomoxle also incorporates social values into its production, because the material is fabricated in cooperation with Mexican farming communities whose traditional crops have been supplanted by industrial agriculture. Pine resin is a versatile material that can also be employed in its natural state. This experimental project by Matterfat scientific director Robert Thompson explores different combinations of resin with materials as shellac, posidonia, plywood, or even cat hair. Its availability and the ease with which it can be processed provide multiple possibilities for experimentation. Well, this one here could be the star product in a sweet shop, but actually this multicolored sample forms part of a real-sized chair designed by Peter Brenner, and it's made exclusively from sugar. It may not be the most suitable material for most purposes, but this chair here is an interesting example of how to establish a new type of relation between object and human through the material. Actually, one can personalize the final shape by licking the chair or biting it. To conclude this first topic, here you can see Black Matter, a research project by Lithuanian designer Austeja Platukite. She experimented with a wide variety of cellulose-based materials such as charcoal, leaves, bark, or cellulose bioplastics to create a mixture used to impregnate a textile base. The resulting functional pieces exhibit a stiffness that contrasts with the organic forms derived from the fabric's flexibility.